Today on my channel planner friend, let's get into my Aura Estelle Passport Planner. I use this as a journal. We are going to decorate it with a bit of this Cozy Chronicles collection from Simply Gilded. It's a beautiful collection and yeah, I can't wait to show you. So let's have some deco fun, but I'm going to talk about something serious, a little bit of why trauma journaling can be helpful and what I stumbled upon in my October journaling. I'm going to be honest with you, so please, hopefully I'm sharing this with the hope that it helps someone else. So please, friends, stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I am one crafty dolo, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for the gift of your time and your presence. I appreciate you. Today, as I said in the intro, let's get into my cute passport planner. I'm using this as a journaling space, and I'm going to talk to you about journaling and trauma journaling as we decorate. Whew. I won't go too deep, but I do think we can discuss these things. If you're new, you're welcome to join my growing community. I am trying to create, it is a positive place on the internet, I feel, and I am transparent with you. So yeah, if you're returning, I appreciate you. I appreciate your subscribing and liking and commenting. So I picked this passport planner up as a gift for myself. The first booklet, this is from Aura Estelle, and these booklets are a combination of Aura Estelle and Annie plans. They're just graph paper notebooks. The first one was from July, August, and September, and I filled it up. I certainly did. What a great space. And in this one, it's going to be, I assume, October, November, and December, it looks like. So I decorated this up. I should put a October, or no, I put one here. I should put one there. Anyway, and so this is a journal where I sometimes quote. I added in some quotes. The first start of it, I used a lot of Sylvia Plath. Here, I just took different things going on. But the truth is, this started out as a place, and being honest with you, to process. I don't want to overstate trauma. I've had worse, people have worse trauma than I do. But it became a place where I can process things that have happened in a way to really flesh it out and put it to bed. And what happened to me in October, and I'm going to tell you the story. Don't you love Jasper in a costume? Like, how can we? So I'll tell you the story how I stumbled onto this for October, because I thought, oh, I'm doing great. And I am. And I'm very blessed. I'm very happy. And I don't want to come across not sharing that with you. But I also hit upon something. So let's get into it, shall we? Let me share with you, I'm using a Crayola pencil in mahogany. I always go with whatever the color theme of the kit I'm using. This is Cozy Chronicles from Simply Gilded. I don't need the dates. I've used some of these already. These are kind of transparent. I don't know if you can see the foiling on here. It's really, really quite a pretty collection. It's much darker than I use, but I like it. Cats, books, and for me, tea. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Look how exquisite this is. I used to have a subscription to Simply Gilded. Sometimes I kick the idea around and then I'm like, no. And then I buy things and I'm like, no, I don't know. Maybe we'll see as the year goes on. I want to use this somewhere, not in here, but I really think this is a really beautiful card, isn't it? And then I have some stencils. So why don't we get in here and start decorating? And I can talk about, yeah, I'll talk to you about I'll talk to you about processing trauma. How's that? I just brought you in a little bit closer. Also, I do have this gorgeous washi that I purchased with it. It's just stunning. I've been using that. Now, I went through and I always mark the halfway point. The graph paper is great because of that. So I can always erase it if I'm not using, but you can see here it helps me with how I'm balancing it out. It just works. So I try to, if I'm using pink, I use pink. It just, yeah. Okay, so let me move this out. I don't know about these. I'll leave them over here, but I want to start with some really beautiful boxes here. These are so pretty. Okay, so here's my story, and it's going to sound like not much to you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Let's start with the fact that October is my absolute favorite month. Incidentally, if you're new, I have visual challenges, so I go slow and I might have to pick things up. I have an illness called scleroderma, and it actually has impacted my eyes. So anyway. All right, so back to October. October is really a favorite of mine on so many levels. Like, I don't even know where to begin with it. But suffice it to say that for me, this month, October and then November this month, they're my happy places, if you will. I always feel like I can't look forward to them enough. I wouldn't say I go crazy about Halloween, but I always loved the children. My son is grown now, but I loved when he would dress up. I loved seeing the kids. Even when I didn't have children, before I had him, I thought it was great. And as he grew older and he was giving out the candy, because, he was big now. He didn't have to trick or treat, right? It just was always a special time. And quite frankly, I was in a relationship. I was in with his father, and he did his best to make things difficult. And I don't like to put people down, but I'm being honest with you. And where we lived at the time, there was a big festival every year it was the Halloween festival, the pumpkin festival, whatever they called it. And every year, our neighborhood would get flooded with people. And to make a long story short, is something that I looked forward to, something that I loved, became a thing because he was obsessed with people parking in our front of our house. And he made the day of the festival a nightmare. And I understand he had issues, but there are some people that deal with stress and their own individual trauma and get help and work their way through it. And then there's other people who like to put it on to others. They spew it forth. And that's what I was dealing with. So we now have a running joke, and because I've been out of that relationship for some time, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm in such a good space right now. And in my house and with my now grown son, one of us will say, "Oh my God, that festival," and we'll be like, "Oh my God," right? And we kind of laugh and ha ha. But the truth is that it wasn't funny back then. In fact, it was really problematic. And it made what was a very fun time for me of the year into a stressful time. And you may say, well, gee, it was only one festival. It was the days leading up to it. It was the days after it. I mean, this particular individual was, for lack of a better word, rather unhinged about certain things. And so there we were. And I sat down to write something about October, which I'm trying to talk to you more about not so much my specific problem, but to make a point here. Bear with me. I sat down in here and I'm like, gosh, I've been using this to process this and that. I really feel good about this time of the month. I certainly feel good where I am, what we're doing, etc. All of that. And that still holds true. But I sat down to write, and all of a sudden, I started thinking about those moments. It all kind of came rushing back to me, and not in the best way. And so there I was. And I'd like to say that I wasn't surprised that I was so. It surprised me, in other words. And so I'm bringing this up. I'm sure you have your own bad relationship stories to tell, or family trauma, etc. But I want you to know something. Journaling is one of the best ways to get yourself out of it. Well, not out of it, but through it. And I don't dwell on any of it because it's so stupid, quite frankly. Sorry, but I do think it was. And now I just feel like, are you kidding me? But it was good. I sat down and I wrote my feelings about what it was like to deal with that. It wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. And it was really awful at the time. And it impacted me. I'm not going to lie to you. It took a really favorite thing of mine, which seemed to be this individual's MO eventually. Like, people who are unhappy within themselves sometimes can't deal with it. So they just, I call it projectile dysfunction. They project their dysfunction out. And I felt so alone and so lonely, etc. I am 180 degrees from that place. And I am blessed and I am grateful. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. But I got to tell you, when I thought about it, I was like, ugh, I kind of did a shudder, like, oh Lord, no, I can't even. So I'm saying this to you. Don't feel bad for me. I've been through it. We've all been through stuff. I'm not alone in that. That's for sure. But I want you to know something. I want you to know, I got through it and I'm doing great. I'm much better, in a much better place. But this place, this space, is what's making it possible for me to reconcile all of that. And I do not take that for granted. And so I'm coming on here, total transparency. When I do something well, I share it. When I mess up, I share it. And I don't like to talk about this time period of my life very much. But people put you through it. And so you do what you do to get through it. We all do. But if there's lingering stuff, and you may not even know it's lingering, trust me, a space like this can help you through it. And I don't know fully what I anticipated when I began this journal, but I got to tell you, it's exceeded my expectations. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted you to hear it from me to you, that if you're in a tough situation, I want you to hang in there. I want you to do what you need to get through it and to get away from it. But trust me when I tell you, okay, I am religious. So that's part of how I've dealt with this. But, I like the Gospel of Matthew. You don't have to be religious, but hear me out. In the Gospel of Matthew, you have the Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes, right? And so Jesus is talking, and he's talking to people about, people and what we need to do and how the meek will inherit the earth and all of it. And it's meaningful and it's important. I kind of call that the every dog has its day passage. And I want you to know, though, that it's true, whether you don't have to be religious. I mean, come on, you do you. I'm good with that. I do me, you do you. But I want you to know that if you're in those situations, I would love it if you would just hold on and know that this will pass. And the fact that where I am, where we are now, it just is that much sweeter, because of all that drama and trauma that person created. And I would say that that person on their own is still creating those traumas and dramas for themselves, and everybody else has walked away. And that's sad, but see ya. You know, you made your choices, now you live with them. I don't have to, and I don't want to. And you will get through it, friends. Trust me when I tell you, you absolutely will prevail. And now when I look back, and we have in our home very fun Halloweens. In fact, that's usually we go away around Halloween. We're not this year, but we've taken some incredible trips. And I can look back at the trauma and the pain, but in this space, I also say, wait a minute, look at what I've managed to get through. Look at where I am now. And boy, is that incredibly lovely to know that I'm okay and we're okay and my son's great. And yeah, so I just thought I would share that with you because I want you to hang in there too, friends. So that's really what I wanted to share with you, that I want you to hang in there because you matter, your feelings matter, and you will get through whatever it is you're dealing with. And as part of the process, I really encourage you to think about journaling. So on other fronts, I have to say I'm excited going into in the States, Thanksgiving and the holiday season and all of it, because it's just the best time of year, in my opinion. So looking forward to just, I don't know, kind of doing some fun things and going fun places and just enjoying the holidays. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's something regardless of what you may be celebrating, I think it's just this great season to just enjoy, being together, enjoy the moments. So I'm starting to gear up for that. It seems like, I don't know, November, I bet you November is going to go quick because October certainly did. And so, yeah, it'll be fun. And I think this year I'm going to do a video about like Black Friday purchases combined with changes in the planner retail space. I was thinking about it last month, and yeah, so that's coming up. I think I need to do that because I've gone to, let me try this again in English. I've gone a few times to different stores, and what I'm finding is to say that the planner selection and supplies are lackluster would be, that'd be kind, to be honest. It really would be kind. It's not lackluster, it's terrible. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit with y'all and just some input, some ideas. I feel that, yeah, that's it. I don't have to go on and on. I just feel that planner shopping has really changed from those of us who are old school kind of planners. And so I just had some observations and thoughts to share. And it's always good if you intend to buy anything for Black Friday, it's good to prep ahead of time and to know what you're going to do. So let me take a quick peek here. Okay. So I've got this. I could maybe put a few more things there. You know what? Let's put some of these there because, yeah, we need to. The cows behind me are going crazy. I don't know why, but they're meowing. I think they're moving them from different pastures because I've seen them driving by on the road. So they're ridiculously loud, and the cows are having a cow. I'm a suburban city girl, and we moved to the country last year, and my goodness, is it a change, and I absolutely love it. But it's just funny when you're filming and behind you hear it's just great. Okay, so then I have these horizontal boxes and the lines, Here I've got these. This one's a little wonky, but that's okay. What do I want to do over here? I'd like to do something a little, oh, I know what I could do. Some of these. Let me see what else I've got. I've got this. I've got, actually, I think I'll use this. Yeah, this could be fun. So why don't I put one over here, put it closer to the cat. But then it's going to look like the cat's saying something. No, that would be kind of corny, wouldn't it? Let me look and bring out my other stencils here. I got these a while ago on Amazon. Maybe something like that. This has some good stuff. I know what I can do. Okay. How about the square? Yeah, we could do the square. That would work. So let's do a loud truck. Like I said, they're moving the cows. So let's do it. Let me pin this down a little better here. I see the tractor sometimes driving down the road. It's kind of funny. You look out the window and there's like 3 giant John Deere tractors driving by. I'm like, wow, this is different. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And I'll put one over here. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Good. I almost feel like putting a third one down here. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? Perfect. Okay. Once you start using the stencils, I mean, again, they're not perfect, but I do okay. Once you start using them though, it's kind of fun to create all the shapes. I wouldn't necessarily call this bullet journaling. I mean, there are some people who do these incredible bullet journal spreads. I'm not doing that, and I'm okay with not doing that. Let's see here. So I still have these. You know what? I really like this. So I think I'm gonna, I know it's just part of the freebie, but, oh, it's a square. Oh, it's a whole square. I missed that. Whoops. Whoopsies. And then let's bring these out again. Okay, so what have I got here? And here I use smaller ones there. I like the pine cone, right? Let's put the pine cone there. And what else have we got over here? How about a mushroom? Yeah, let's do a mushroom. This is fun. This is so relaxing. I hope I'm inspiring you in some, even though it's a small way. I hope I am. You don't have to get a journal like this. I just happen to like carrying this around. I think it's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do one more. Okay, so let's do one more here. 2 more pages. In other words, one full spread here. And I'm going to put this one up here. I really love her collections. They're so pretty. Is that straight? Kind of. Just so doggone pretty, aren't they? She does such a good job. I'll move this one in and put this against the half. This is why I do the halfway point, so I can kind of use this as a guide. Yeah, let's do this right here. Okay, good. Alrighty, we're getting there, friends. We're getting there. Very exciting. I find this to be one of the most relaxing things that I possibly do. I'm telling you, it's total relaxation, total fun. And creating, by decorating, this is the other thing, incidentally, by decorating this space, it helps me to stay in it and not just be like, oh, well, when I get to it. No, I decorate it and it's ready to be written in, and then I do write in it. Coming in, so I'm going to use this. I did a video already, but I will be using the same thing throughout the rest of the year. And then come January, what I'd like to do actually is I bought a purple passport cover because they had an oops sale at Estelle. So I think I will be switching over to the purple. This is definitely crooked. Yikes. Let me put this one down and then I'll fix that. So I think we'll see a switch come January, but by then I'll have 2 more books left. Incidentally, they have now passport planners with 365 pages, and not buying it. I've decided not to because this is going to last theoretically till June. And between now and then, they're going to probably have more releases. So I'm going to wait. In fact, as I was talking to, oh, this one's crooked too. Yikes. Sorry about that. It happens, right? Anyway, my point being that I'm going to use a purple one in January and like for the winter. And then we'll see. Glad I bought these. Very glad. Oh, this. And then I bought that. That was quite a... I'll be honest with you. I was looking at some of their weeks planners, but I didn't buy anything. I don't know that I need it. And I'm second guessing some of the items I purchased for next year. And in fact, I have sold some of them. I changed my mind. So I got them and I was like, I don't know. And then I changed my mind. So that took care of that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? You know, we're allowed to change our minds. Sometimes, and this is why I want to do that other video, sometimes it's hard when you're primarily purchasing through online spaces. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't just create. So I do watch a lot of those videos, and sometimes even then you get something home and you're like, not so sure about this one. So anyway, okay, friends, I think we've got this set now. It looks good. Generally speaking, I'll do the first half here on camera, and then I do my other pages off camera. But I just use these, let me straighten that a little bit, but I use these as lines for my writing. I'm not good if I don't have lines. So yes, we have some boxes and squares, then we have the verticals, then we have the horizontal, we have the lines here. And I want you to see something because this is important. Okay, so move this a second. I've got this page. I've got this page. I haven't used any of these days of the week, but I save them because I'll use them somewhere. I've got this. I still have a lot of this, and I didn't even use this little extra or that one card and this. So there is a lot of life here left in this kit, and that's one of the reasons I love her kits, because there's so many small stickers, so many little, I mean, these little hearts are great for these, or these little bows, I should say, are great for these lines here. They just cap the lines in a very pretty way. So I just want to share that and encourage you. If you have a passport planner, I would love to, hear how you're using it. I've been tempted at times to get a book and use it as a regular daily planner. I haven't thus far, but next year I'll be here and then I can have some fun playing. So here we go. Again, this is the Cozy Chronicles collection from Simply Gilded. I think it was a sub box. I don't know. It was extras, it said, or it was a release and they had extras left. I have to get a better eraser there, but this is good. And then we have this page, and I'll probably do about 4 more pages on my own. And then let's see here. Yeah, then we're in the middle. So 1, 2, and then this will be perfect for to the end of the year. And then we have the next 3 months in there. This is great. I'm so glad I picked this up. This was a real gift to myself. And yeah, we learn and we go. Again, journaling, good things is great, and I do that all the time. Gratitude journaling is great, but sometimes trauma journaling can be one of your better bets too, if nothing else, to help you process things. All right, planner and journaling friends, thanks for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks again. Bye now.